announcement. But let's move on. Now, this is a topic that I can tell you for sure, speaking about Christopher Graham being here, this is a topic I can tell you for sure that does not let Christopher Graham sleep. It gives him sleepless nights. And here it is. I'm going to tell you exactly how, verbatim, exactly how Christopher Graham said it. He said, "Does anyone else find it difficult to give a single solitary F about these Apex shows? I consider myself a hardcore fan and I just don't care about all these events. UFC Apex hosted over 10. Okay, now this is me. This is my notes. I started reading my notes.
I know you guys are lying on that, but I am not
yeah,
in that
yeah.
mix. I am not in that mix.
All right. So I have more facts about the UFC Apex, right? The UFC Apex has hosted 12% of UFC's events in its entire history, and UFC Apex only started in 2020. Also, all UFC events that have happened in America in the entire history of American history of UFC, 20% of those events happened in the UFC Apex, and UFC Apex has been in existence since 2020. Temba say it's nice at Apex, guys. You look at it, you are getting paid same money either you are at the Apex or the arena. Yes, I have
Exactly.
a counter argument. I have a counter
From the
argument for
business
that.
perspective, it's a good business for the UFC,
So
bro.
so you know me, right? I'm a pro wrestling fan and oops, can you hear me? Seems like my camera
I can
froze.
I can hear you, but then your camera
All
froze.
right, there we go. So, you know me, I'm a staunch WWE fan, so I kind of follow what broadcasting deals are. And I know that the UFC are in bed with ESPN to broadcast their fight nights for, I believe the contract was $300 million a year. To put it in perspective, Monday Night Raw in WWE, they do weekly events, no time offs. They take $400 million a year for Monday Night Raw, I believe. Anyway, so the UFC would still get paid by the ESPN regardless of if it's in an arena or in the Apex, right? And since the pandemic came and they realized that, oh, look, we can do fight nights in the Apex and get away with it and still contractually complete our contract, basically our deal with ESPN, give them a fight night. What's up? Because here's the thing, in arenas, they sell tickets to fans.
Mm-hmm.
In the Apex, they do like, they sell bundles or they do like, they invite celebrities, they invite guests, they do like fan experience in there. It's not necessarily a sellout, a much intimate space. A lot of people will argue that if you are watching from the Apex, you would hear everything, including the corners giving instructions. You would hear a pin drop, right? But the thing is, realistically speaking, just as you saw in the pandemic, right? Pro wrestling was unwatchable because there was no crowd.
Exactly.
Same as MMA, the crowd brings the big feel situation, like gives the big feel energy in there. I know that if I
Exactly.
was a fighter, I would rather fight in front of a packed arena, right?
But the good thing is
But
we're not a fight.
but I understand what Temba is saying, that it's you are getting paid same, you're just gonna it's a smaller venue arena, it's the same pay. But what about the fighters that are not in Vegas or near Vegas? They still have to travel with their crew, don't they? Right? There is also
Mhm.
another argument of the Apex has the UFC has full control, 100% control when it's in the Apex. Control
Mhm.
about the catering area, control about the parking, control about the guest list, control about fighters backstage, control about the training facilities in there. Fighters can come and even do their camp in there. The hotel that is just next door. You understand? They feel they have control there. I get that. But that is all for the UFC's convenience. Do you understand? Everything that they feel like they
Definitely.
have control about, they should have control about that in other cities. You understand? You understand what I mean?
I do
Uh,
understand what
you see,
you're
you
saying,
see,
but then I'm a businessman, and I'll disagree with you. Taking it okay.
wait. Temba has something. Yeah, he says, I'm the king of Apex now. Taking
Yeah,
that title away from Jamal here and going on to become champion. Yeah, Temba has now back to back victories in the Apex, doesn't he? And there is less pressure in the Apex too.
definitely.
Yes, I get that for fighters, but again, for us, the audience, right? We want to see and we want to see people going nuts. I would absolutely love every UFC fight night to feel like UFC Paris or UFC in Ireland when Conor McGregor goes there.
Why? That's
You
why you have
understand the constant singing, the constant oohs and ahs from the crowd. When something happened, they go ooh or they go ah. You understand the holy shit moments.
that is why
I
you have at least
absolutely
one pay-per-view per month. That's why you have at
what,
least one pay-per-view that's why you have at least one pay-per-view per month. Every day is not Christmas. Come on. You need to wait for the exact day.
bro, bro. I am on the same boat as Christopher Graham on this argument. I know Temba loves the Apex. He's claiming the king of Apex right now. Well, I
Definitely.
absolutely don't like the Apex. I don't like the experience of watching it. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Casual fans like me and many other casuals. Maybe I'm not very very casual, but I'm a casual, right? Casual fans would absolutely prefer the arena, the crowd setting, like people chanting, people going out, going crazy, right? They don't Casual feel like the Apex is what's the word, the Apex is boring. But here's the
Shocking.
thing, there's something called ratings in American TV. They always publish their ratings. Americans are The more ratings you get, the more sponsors or people that would be in business with you, the more they would rate your, basically the more you would earn money. You understand? The more rating you get. So uh Apex shows, I've not checked the ratings to be honest, but if you look at UFC fight nights that happen in arenas and happen in Apex, I'm guaranteeing you that the ratings for the ones in arena is much higher. Number one, because the UFC, when they do arenas, they make sure that they do absolutely stacked cards, good cards for even fight nights, than they do for Apex, right? So what I believe would happen is when contract negotiation comes up with ESPN, ESPN are going to demand, okay, we are going to be expecting at least 500,000 views or 700,000 or a million people views, you understand, for your fight nights, and your fight nights has to be this standard, you understand, before we sign the deal. I know they only get 300 million a year, going by what WWE are getting from their broadcast deal. I'm sure the next negotiation, broadcast deal negotiation for the UFC, the money is going to go up. They're probably going to get 500 million per year, and if they do that, whoever is going to, if be it ESPN or wherever they are going, Fox or wherever they decide to go to, they would demand that those fight nights should not be taking place in the Apex. I guarantee you this will happen.
Okay, can I explain something to
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm sorry. I have not given you a chance to speak.
There's a reason why the okay, yes, he's a $1 billion company and the African Fighters is a millionaire company. Learn something. Gee, wow.
Ah!
Evan very much throwing shots. Very shots. Wow. So you see yourself, right? But
Well, to be honest,
Christopher
we are still millions, isn't it? Wait, wait.
millionaire.
I have a good one.
There is God. Oh.
Shots
There is
fired.
God, though. There is
Shots,
God.
shots
Yeah,
fired,
yeah.
right?
Go ahead.
So
I'm hearing you.
So interesting, right? I am dressed like Dana White today, and let me explain from Dana White's perspective. So when it comes to business, in order to get your profit or loss, there's something called we call the statement, of income, or your performance statement. Basically, you have two lines. You have the revenue and you have the costs, right? So when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
costs, you have certain costs that are fixed costs, and you have certain costs that are variable costs, right? Fixed, as the name implies, they're fixed. So if you're holding an event in the Apex, or in an arena, right, there are certain fixed costs, right? However, you should realize something. The UFC is first of all a business before it's a sporting organization, right? Anytime you hold these events in arenas, in places outside of the Apex, the variable costs go high. You might be seeing the revenue, as a fan, right? What you just see is, oh, these guys are making money, they're making ticket sales, they're making, but then I can guarantee you that the variable cost that this guy spend on logistics, on security, on a lot of costs, right? That you guys do not get to see. A lot of hidden costs are associated with holding events outside of your Apex, and it erodes the profits. So the UFC would rather have, more of these events, in the Apex, and make more profit, and also be
I
able to,
understand. I absolutely understand that. I
and be,
absolutely understand that. I
logistics
I
is
don't care as a fan, a casual fan speaking. I don't care about your books. I care about my viewing experience. I am not in America. I cannot go to those arenas, right? I Bro, even if I want to go to Apex now and see an Apex show, I believe I can't because they don't just put it out there for the public. I want to see things. I want to have that experience, that gladiator experience, like walk into an arena and the crowd goes nuts. Then knockout happen, the crowd goes nuts. That's what I want. I don't care about the profit and the whatever. And here's the thing: I guarantee you, the next time the UFC does a broadcasting right deal with whichever broadcasters they are going to go with in America, they are going to have the broadcasters that would pick them are going to put in that deal that they should leave that Apex. That
that
Apex should be for Dana White Contender Series or the Ultimate Fighter or whatever they want to do. They
that is
should give us a big fight feel every time they come
yeah,
out. They've done it in the past and they can still do it now.
that is impossible. And
Anyways,
should I bust your bubbles, right? It will shock you
mhm,
to know that the kind of money they make off the VIP, guest list for the Apex, right, is actually
mhm.
more profitable than what they earn from the ticket sales, for these arenas.
Well, I wouldn't know, but I
It will
know that they
look
can
at people like
survive.
Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg bought the
No.
Apex.
I can understand that they can survive with whatever gate they make, whatever money they make at the gate in arena, be it
You have
like a two
billionaires.
million, $3 million gate. They
Mhm.
would The cost that is around putting the arena event compared to the gate is much the same as just doing it in the Apex without selling tickets.
Mhm.
Um. Anyways, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm not running. I'm here. I'm here. Uh, all right. I think we're just going to go streamroll the rest of these questions. Rose Namajunas defeated number eight ranked flyweight, women's flyweight. How about finish?